Hey guys, it's Jenny Gabbard, a member of the Ghoul Squad and the Creepinati, and you're listening to A Pair of Normal Chicks with Donna and Carrie.
Hey y'all, I'm Donna.
And I'm Carrie.
And we are Paranormal Chicks.
Sinister Sightings
4.
4.
I stole your thunder.
We're going to start potty training. It's 4.
Oh, I was like...
I don't know. Actually, I think you do that before 4. I don't know.
I thought you meant like potty training, Poddy. And I was like,
Our
what?
potty mouths?
What is that? You lost me.
I don't know. Kids. Shit about kids.
Literally shit about kids.
And y'all just heard from
Jenny.
Whoop whoop. Shout out to Jenny, who's a total creepster on Patreon. So that's why she got to do the intro to the episode. Thank you for being a part of our Patreon. And if you want to do it, just join us on Patreon.
Yep.
On the total creepster tier.
And you can also do it on Ghoul Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a whole... I mean, you go to patreon.com, look up the APC podcast, and there's all of our tiers. Or you could go to our website, aparanormalchicks.com, and there's a Patreon link.
So, yeah. So, these are totally my favorite episodes.
Me too. One, I just love hearing from...
Me too.
Our creepsters.
Me too.
2, they're so freaking good. And they're great writers.
I know.
You know, I'm a visual person, and they really paint a picture.
All right. I don't even remember who went. Doesn't matter. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Go.
Okay. So she starts out, "Hey, lovely ladies, please don't read my name as this gets a little personal. So we're going to call her Dorothy."
Oh, Dorothy. Wizard of Oz.
No. This is the third Golden Girl we've done.
I know, but sorry. This is my head because... Tangent time. We haven't said that in a long time.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anyway, I was listening to Guide to the Unknown podcast. Shout out. They're awesome. It's a brother and sister duo. And the brother, he's kind of cute. As in, if you're single, which I don't think he is, hit a girl up. Their names are Kristen and Will. Anyway, they did an episode that focused on the Wizard of Oz and the, urban legends, weirdness, all that around it. And the Wicked Witch, she, her skin was dyed green for a while because the paint that they used on her had, copper in it. And you know how, copper will turn your ring finger like that?
Yeah.
Her whole fucking body was like that. Yeah. Because, back then they didn't know.
Yeah.
And the Tin Man, same thing. Oh, and something that they said had, asbestos in it. But it was, something...
Oh, my God.
Oh, I know what it is. The poppies, poppy seeds.
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God, I forgot you don't like it. But anyway...
I don't not like it. I just don't like it.
Okay, well... They fall asleep because she, put them under a spell. And then the snow comes over the poppies. And they wake up. That snow was asbestos. Yeah.
Oh, my God. They all have mesothelioma now.
Right? Well, all of them's, dead. But, okay.
From mesothelioma.
From that. But
mesothelioma, whatever.
Anyway, that was a tangent. But go listen to that episode. I was like... I feel bad for loving this movie so much.
Damn. No, you better love it. They... all died for something.
Damn. Okay.
So
Dorothy, not Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Dorothy says, "This is going to be long AF, so I'm sorry in advance." Background: my grandpa died in December 2005. When I was 14, he had a friend of his make me this porcelain clown doll.
Oh, shit.
So in 2008, I was pregnant with my daughter and had married her father. We had only been together for 2 years when I accidentally became pregnant. My now ex-husband is a tweaker, and I was young and stupid and never did drugs or really drank, so I didn't know the signs or what the signs were or anything. Anyways, I digress. He had decided he could no longer stand the clown doll being in our room. He said the clown doll always looked like he was judging him.
Well, yeah.
Right? He moved it into the back of the nursery room closet. That night, the clown fell from the back of the closet and broke his black light that was in there.
Fuck.
There were items in front of this clown, and none were moved or knocked off the shelf. We figured maybe he just didn't remember where he put it and basically talked ourselves out of believing anything weird had happened. Put the clown doll back, cleaned up the mess, and went back to bed. About an hour later, there's another crash, and again, the clown had fallen from the back of the shelf and this time smashed into one of his guitars and caused a couple of strings to break.
Oh, fuck.
How the hell does a porcelain doll fall and break guitar strings? I have no idea. And the clown was fine. That's what I was going to say. Like, and the clown's not
Porcelain.
broken. And yeah, not broken. But she said there's only a small chip on one of his shoes from all of that. Needless to say, after the second event, he came back into our bedroom. He still sits on my dresser to this day. If that if that isn't creepy enough, the story continues.
Oh, no.
I know. Shortly after that, my daughter is born. My daughter and I get left at home a lot as he goes out and does his thing. Like I said, I'm young and stupid and believe all the stories my husband tells me so that he can leave and be gone for hours. I'd be at home alone at night, awake with the baby, and concerned because my husband wasn't home yet or answering the phone, and I started seeing this shadow man. Not a creepy standard shadow figure. This shadow man resembled my grandpa. His stance and even the ball cap he always seemed to have on.
Oh, gosh.
And whenever I see him, I know that my daughter and I will be okay.
Aw.
He has a calming effect on me. He's a good shadow man. He's always out in the hallway just looking in the room, kind of a, quote, I'm watching you guys, you are safe, man on guard duty sort of thing.
Oh, gosh.
I still see him from time to time, but for about 5 to 6 years, while I stupidly stay with my ex, he was around a lot.
Someone had to watch out for her.
I know. God, I love that. She said, fast forward 5 years. I have a son who is a few months old, and my daughter is just over 4 years old. We move into this 3-bedroom duplex. At this point, I have realized that my husband is a meth user, and I'm trying desperately to get him help. Shortly after moving in, we realized that there is something dark and heavy in the back room. It was supposed to be my son's room, but my kids ended up sharing a room. So I'm depressed, and my husband no longer even bothers to come to bed, so my kids sleep in bed with me. Soon my husband starts talking about seeing and hearing this little girl.
Oh, no.
He always thinks it's our daughter at first, only to realize it's a ghost.
Oh.
So I think it's just the drugs. I know he does more than just meth, and he drinks on top of it, so I start playing along. And she's in quotes, oh yeah, I hear footsteps too, and see the things out of the corner of my eye, blah, 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 because why not? I'm so angry and depressed, and that watching him finally be afraid of something brings me some sort of sick pleasure. I know it wasn't right, but
I totally get that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She says, I know it wasn't right, but I really wasn't in a good place at that point until I start hearing her. Fuck that.
No. She was like, oh, you really don't.
But
Watch.
Now you will.
Uh-huh.
We had a lot of neighborhood kids that would often be out front playing. We had a screen door, so I'd often leave the front door open while we were out front. I'd hear, Mama, Mama, being called from outside the house. More often than not, I'd go inside to check for any children that might have wandered in unnoticed. The house was always empty.
Oh, God. Chills.
I'd write it off as sound traveling weird or something, but at night when we were home and my husband was gone, I'd hear it too. I'd wake up hearing, Mama, Mama, only to realize that both my kids were in bed with me, and I knew my husband was gone.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit. Then I'd see my shadow man form in the hallway. He would kind of nod at me, and the calls would stop. Oh my God.
Like, chills down my freaking body.
My eyes are kind of burny reading this. You know what I mean? Like, not watering, but they're kind of burning.
Like, oh my God, thank God for her pawpaw.
Okay, but wait, there's more.
Oh my God.
Well, there was one night I was up late. I was mad and repeatedly calling my husband, who refused to answer his phone. He had been gone for several days, and we were almost out of diapers and milk. We only had one car and lived about 8 miles from the nearest grocery store. It wasn't a walk I could manage with, at this point, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. Oh, God. I cannot even imagine. And I didn't want to beg a neighbor for a ride yet again. His drug use wasn't a very well-hidden secret at that point. My laundry room was at the back of the kitchen. All of a sudden, I feel a child run past me and hear something slam, and then a little girl crying. It sounded like she had been hurt. I quickly checked to see that both my kids were sound asleep in my bed, and as I'm walking down the hall, I am talking out loud, telling her I'm sorry she's hurt and upset, but my husband will be home soon. She liked him better and only really acted up when he had been gone for more than a couple of days.
Oh my gosh.
Which sadly was more often than not.
But it's so funny though. Mm-hmm. It's so funny that she calls out for mama, but she likes the husband more.
Well, because she's trying to get her attention to be.
Yeah.
So she says, as I approach the kitchen, I see my shadow man standing there. He shakes his head at me, so I turn and head back to my room, and soon after the cries stopped. It wasn't long after that my marriage ended. My daughter will be 10 soon, and my son will be 6. I have sole physical and legal custody of both of them. I still feel guilty for staying with their father for so long and putting them through all the chaos that comes with living with a drug user. Really, the stuff he put us through made the ghost seem like nothing. Sometimes I still see my shadow man, and my kids do too. When something is going on and one of us is upset, he will turn up. My kids talk to the shadow man who makes them feel better when they've had a bad day.
Oh my gosh.
Over the last 10 years and 6 homes, he has stayed with us. My new boyfriend has accepted him and the clown as part of our package family. And thankfully, I haven't heard from the little girl since I left my ex-husband. Sorry again that this story is long AF, but that's my paranormal story. Have a great day. Love your podcast, Dorothy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was like sad, but
heartwarming,
beautiful and sweet.
Oh my god, like the fact that, and I don't know, was that her grandpa or was that the uncle? I mean, the friend that made it. I mean, I think it was her grandpa, but
yeah, I think it was her grandpa. Now the clown thing. Oh wait,
because the grandpa's friend made the clown.
Yeah. Okay, so she thinks it's tied to the clown.
Yes, because when the ex-husband moved the clown out of the room, that's when it started falling and like landed on his shit and breaking it.
Oh, true.
And so now it's like in there, and then that's when they started seeing the shadow man.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, that was a really good story, Dorothy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All clowns are evil to me, so I was thinking, no, get rid of the clown.
No, the clown's
the guy,
good.
But never mind. It's a package deal.
Yes. And by the guy, she means the shadow man.
Yeah, her grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Who came with the clown.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I really did love that story. Thank you for sharing that. And we are, does this sound condescending? Proud of you, I guess? I don't know. Like the courage that it took to end that toxic relationship and be the protector for not only your kids, but yourself as well.
Yeah.
And so that's amazing that you've come so far, and it sounds like you're in a good relationship now, and we're happy for you.
Definitely.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, this one is titled, I Almost Died, ?
Ooh.
This happened a couple of years ago. I was driving one morning to school, and I was on back roads. It was slightly raining, and I didn't have my seatbelt on. Damn, you sound like me. Everyone, wear your seatbelt.
Right.
On the way down the road, I realized I forgot a paper I had to get signed by my teacher to get signed up for a scholarship. I turned around and started going back. I don't know why, but something told me to put my seatbelt on, so I did. I went down a little hill and into a curb, and I hydroplaned, and I missed a tree, but I hit a gas main. Yeah, like the thing that comes out of the ground and takes it to the house. Yeah, that thing. I came to a stop and sat there for a second, and then realized there was this noise coming from my car. I turned my car off and got out quickly. Turned around and I had knocked the entire gas main down. Thankfully, these nice people came out and helped me because I was freaking out. I was 19 and I didn't know what to do. After the police got there, he said if I hadn't been wearing my seatbelt, I would have been flown out of the car. It was a convertible. Also, if I hadn't turned my car off, I could have blown up. Needless to say, I gladly wear my seatbelt, and that's a time I almost died. Thank you, Leela.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you just have like those gut instincts for things that are coming ahead, that it's like, how did you have those? Like, was it a premonition? Was it like an
angel?
I was going to say like a guardian angel telling you to do it? Like, what caused it?
Yeah. Thank God.
I know.
A gas main. In a convertible. Like,
she's lucky she didn't flip. She's lucky that, like she said, she wasn't thrown from the car. She missed the tree. She heard the noise, turned her car off. Like, all of those things.
And I have hydroplaned on a curb before.
Mm-hmm. Sound like you said curb.
I think I did. Curve. And it was scary. Like, I went through the air, and I remember being like, I'm going to hit that mailbox, because it was slow motion.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I'm going to hit that okay, the mailbox is gone. Flying through the air, and I'm like, nose in the ditch. Yeah. Like, my rear end's up on the, like, heel part.
You're doing downward facing dog in your car.
Yeah, the lazy way. But yeah, so I know just from that experience, hydroplaning is no fucking joke.
No, it's not.
Because you have scary. No control.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's scary because you literally have no control.
Yeah. So, oh my God, to figure out, holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a gas main. Oh God.
That's so scary.
Yes. But how awesome of this story, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
We are thankful that you survived.
Yes. Thank you so much for the story, Leela.
Okay, so the next email is titled My Supernatural Experience. Hey ladies, I love the new Sinister Sighting edition. I wanted to share my story with y'all. This isn't a ghost story. It's a story about a demon that attacked me in my dreams.
Holy fuck.
Fuck.
Nope. Delete email, cannot read about it.
I was 16 when this happened. Now I'm in my mid-30s. The story still bothers me to think about it. I have titled this story Heavenly Hell.
Oh, fuck. And this is when I lean in.
Mm-hmm. As I dozed off in my bed in a dark, quiet room, I started to feel a little uneasy. I have often felt like spirits were always around me. These spirits have saved my life a few times growing up. I often have very vivid dreams. I could feel, taste, and smell things. I could look at images on TV and smell awful things and immediately change the channel.
Oh my gosh. She's got smell-o-vision.
Oh my God. Take that, walk-o-vision.
Oh my God, I almost said, take that.
No, what is it when, sensitive?
Synesthesia, or whatever.
Oh, no, I ain't that fancy.
Synesthesia.
She's sensitive to things. She's sensitive to spirits and like,
yeah,
whatever. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't. Okay. That night I smelled something awful, and then there was a very bright light blinding me. A hand reached down through the light and began choking me.
What?
I couldn't even move or scream. I didn't know what was happening. All I know is the hand choking me was a white male. Eventually, the hand released me, and I woke up crying uncontrollably. The weird thing is, I felt like I was awake while this was happening.
Oh my God, sleep paralysis.
Yes. My mother came into my room to check on me. We put a holy Bible on my chest, said a prayer, and I fell back asleep.
Oh my God.
Years later, I had another incident. I took a nap during the day, and all of a sudden it felt like I was being drowned alive. The weird part is, again, I felt awake, and I could see the water going into my mouth. I eventually woke up gasping for air. I started doing some research and found out about a condition called sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Each time these incidents happened, I was sleeping on my back. Now I sleep on my side, which is recommended from those suffering from sleep paralysis.
Oh.
They say these visions are not real, but it felt real to me. I hope y'all enjoyed my story. Aisha from Houston, Texas.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, shout out Houston. Second of all, I hope it's Aisha and not
Aisha. Well, Aisha Tyler, and she my girl.
Third of all, holy fucking shit. I cannot, like, I cannot even wrap my brain around sleep paralysis. Nor do I want to.
No.
I never want to experience that in my life. Because sleep is my thing. Don't fuck on my sleep. And a nap, that's my fucking jam.
Well, I don't like sleep, but I don't want to be fucked up with it.
I love sleep. Sleep is my best friend.
No.
It's so crazy that, like, okay, so last night, instead of going to sleep, I went down this rabbit hole on Facebook and I found this group called Creepyholics. Like, workaholics, but creepyholics. And so in that post, or like in one of their posts, it was this like 5-panel image of sleep paralysis.
Oh my gosh.
And it was exactly how she just described it in her dream, like of it like kind of coming down, like the hand reaching down, like literally exactly how she just described it. And I just happened upon that last night.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's even crazier is this email is titled Sinister Sightings, Ghost Dog, Grandma, and Good Old Sleep Paralysis Spookiness.
Oh.
Like, what the heck?
Like, again, don't fuck with my sleep. I am tired all the time. And I need good sleep. I have enough crazy dreams as it is. Like, my dreams are cuckoo.
Cuckoo. It might be the old hag fucking with you.
Don't be talking like that. See? You made me yawn.
You're the one talking about sleep. Hey there, ladies. I hope you guys are into hearing stories about sleep paralysis / possible demons.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
My story isn't as wild as some people's, but it still literally makes me cry. Nope, want to cry whenever I tell it. It's more like 2 small stories and a more serious one. I hope that's okay.
Absolutely.
It goes on a bit, but I think the background helps. Even if you don't read it on the podcast, I hope you like my little spooky stories. Girl, we reading it? She's like, yeah, duh.
Shit.
Listening right now. Oh my God, I'd be like, never mind, we're not going to read this one. So, my name is Sarah, and I'm hella into supernatural stuff and astrology and all that good stuff. One of my good friends is a witch in that he was taught the ways from his grandmother. We're talking old school, serious Mexican brujeria. Yeah, brujeria. She spelled it out for me and I still fucked it up. Which just means witchcraft.
Dang, that's legit.
Yeah. Anyways, a while back at my old house, I heard dog claws clacking on the tile in the kitchen, making their way towards my mom and me in the living room. But my dog was on my lap and the other dogs were outside. I got chills and I was instantly freaked out. I looked at my dog on my lap and she was looking right into the kitchen where the sound was. My mom didn't hear it and said, "It's probably just a mouse." Like, yeah, okay, Mom, that'd be a big old demon rat or something.
A big old demon rat. That's funny.
The sound of the claws making their way across the kitchen happened again, but my mom heard it this time and was like, "Nope.
Not a rat."
And be like, "See, told ya." And now we die.
Don't put that in the universe.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Sarah. Okay. Of course, I had my friend come over immediately, and you bet we saged the fuck out of that house. He also left some broom straw from his house at the main entrances of ours to keep away spirits or beings that wish to harm us, or spirits he didn't have a connection with just to keep us extra safe. Never heard of that.
Me neither, but I wonder if it's like specific broom straw.
I don't know. Like Rumpelstiltskin couldn't have touched it.
Oh my God.
Love that damn story.
It gave me anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, it freaked me the fuck out.
You know why? Was it one of those creepy fucking Burger King cassette tapes? Did you ever get those in your meals? Oh my God.
I don't think so.
When I was a kid, well, we were kids, Burger King would give you, in their little Happy Meal, kid meal things, they would give you cassette tapes of, like, stories being read like that. And I had a Hansel and Gretel tape. that was so fucking scary. Like, the thought of it gives me anxiety. My sister Casey will know exactly what I'm talking about. I could identify that tape. It had some yellow on it.
Oh my gosh.
Like you could be like, here's a bunch of tapes. Which one was the creepy Hansel and Gretel? I'd be like, bing, that one.
Yeah. Wow. No, I didn't have that.
It like how it told the story, and how it had like this music in the back. Like it was so fucking scary. And
it was the podcast before the podcast.
Yeah. And I think Rumpelstiltskin may have been one of them. And that is why that story gives me anxiety and makes my stomach hurt.
Well, no, mine was because I lived across the street from a library, so I was always in there. And they had movies you can rent. Mm-hmm. But this one was Rumpelstiltskin. They also had a Hansel and Gretel one. But it was like someone reading a book. Mm-hmm. So it was like still images.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
And it was freaky.
That may be what it is that I'm remembering then about that.
But yeah, I did not like that. Mm-mm. And I watched it once and I was freaked the fuck out. But then I wanted to go back a little bit later. Could not find it at the library. I checked like all the movie stores around here. Looked online. Nothing. And I'm like, where the fuck is that movie? Like, I know what I saw.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. God, we haven't talked about tangent time in a long time. And
well, we made up for it today.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let's get back to the good stuff. Okay, so we're going back. He left the broom straw from his house, main entrance of theirs, to keep away spirits.
Okay.
She said, I had one of the pieces of broom straw over my bedroom door because I'm not about to fuck with no demons, you know? My grandmother passed away a bit after the dog claws incident. My parents came home and were straight up hollering about me spraying so much air freshener or perfume around the house. But I was in my room all night, so I didn't know what they were talking about. My dad, who is one of those I don't believe in ghost people, was totally freaked out and pacing around the front of the house. So I went outside, and all around the front of our house was a distinct, strong, flowery chemical odor. Naturally, I start losing my beans. So naturally, I started losing my beans too, and realized I knew that smell. It was my grandma's cheap Avon perfume. Mm-mm. I called my friend, and he said that since he didn't know her, she probably wasn't able to get inside the house because of that broom straw. So, yay, the broom straw worked, but sorry you couldn't get in, Grandma. Anyways, on to my sleep paralysis episode.
What? First of all, shout out. My grandma sold Avon. She was a fucking hustler when it came to selling Avon. She did so well. I don't know if she made a lot of money. That's what I almost said, but she did well. I don't know if she made a lot.
Oh, God. Sleep paralysis. Picture it. It was just any boring night. I got into bed, put on Bob's Burgers, and was ready to sleep. My dog was already asleep in the chair next to my bed. I dozed off, laying with my face towards my wall and my back to the rest of the room. I'm a strong believer in the demons can get me if they want, but I don't want to see it coming. I get that.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I'm a stomach sleeper, so, I mean, I'm yours. Whatever. How do you sleep?
Usually on my right side, but sometimes on my back, sometimes on my left side, sometimes on my stomach, mostly on my right side. I'm a flip-flopper in the bed.
As I'm almost fully asleep, I hear my bedroom door open. My dog doesn't move. Otherwise, I would have heard her collar jingle. Mm-hmm. So I figured it was my mom sneaking in to get something. I just brushed it off and tried to fall asleep for real. But then I feel the opposite corner of my bed go down as if someone was putting a knee down to climb onto it. I then woke up fully because I wasn't about to turn around and see some demons or some shit. Mm-hmm. So I stayed facing my wall and pulled my covers closer to my face. And whatever it was crawled closer to me. I could feel the weight on my bed and heard my mattress squeak as whatever it was got closer to me. At that point, I was terrified. So I was like, fuck this. And I tried to scream out for help, but I couldn't. And then I realized I couldn't move either. So yeah, I was scared as fuck and hoping that I wasn't about to die in my tattered old tank top and granny panties.
No. Did Donna write this? Damn. That's exactly how she sleeps.
Damn. Exposed. The thing at this point had crawled up next to me. Then I felt it as it cuddled up on top of me. I could feel the weight of it and the pure bad juju vibe emanating from it. At that point, I was silently crying. The thing took a deep breath and then let out a raspy exhale and relaxed, putting all of its true weight on top of me, pinning me down. All this was happening, and I could still hear Bob and Linda talking about Lobster Fest on my TV. I was finally able to shake and sit up. I flung myself upward and yelled and was bawling. I turned on the light to thankfully not see anything except for my dog. As I was crying hysterically, it hit me how disoriented I was. I couldn't really tell if it was my room, but the show was still continuing on from where it was when the thing was on top of me. I calmed down enough to realize what happened. Whatever it was got past my dog, the magic broom straw, and the protective crystals I had in my room. I was so damn uneasy and afraid, y'all. I couldn't stop crying. I lit some incense to calm myself down, grabbed my switchblade from my purse, scooped up my dog, and plopped her in my lap, and cried myself to sleep with my switchblade in one hand. You know, just in case I had to shank a demon.
Oh my God.
I often have sleep paralysis and very lucid dreams, so that stuff doesn't usually scare me, but that did, and it still does. And I'm a little scared to go to bed tonight just from talking about it, to be honest. But luckily, I haven't had a negative incident since. I know that was a mini novel I wrote you, but I appreciate you guys reading it. Thank you for creating such a fun podcast that listening to the stories and hearing you guys basically laugh at each other really helps me during my hard days. Thank you. You guys be well and take care and all that jazz, Sarah.
Aw, thank you, Sarah.
Gosh.
Holy crap. That, first of all, the fact that she used the word shank makes me love her.
Yes.
And also, what in the fuck? I'd have died. Like, literally, this can't ever happen to me because I'm not strong enough.
Well, one, I would have shit myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be like at 3 a.m. trying to fucking make my bed. Because I can't sleep on a plain mattress.
Oh my God, that is great.
Oh my God. And also, I would have given myself liposuction with the switchblade because, you know, I would have fallen asleep.
Uh-huh.
And instead of sex sent me to the ER, no, a demon sent me to the ER.
Damn. That was a really good story.
Yeah. And let's just talk about her grandmother couldn't get in from the broom straw.
But on that note, whatever the fuck that was got in through the broom straw, through the dog, through the crystals, through the whatever the fuck else.
Right. So
that's a fucking strong ass demon.
She needs a mop bucket next time.
Oh my God. On that note, the next one is right up our fucking alley.
Oh shit.
It's titled Ghosts and Pizza.
Girl, I almost said carbs. Like, no joke. God, y'all know us.
I know. Okay. She says, hey y'all, this is the second one that I've sent in. It's a good one, so I had to send it in.
Girl, you can send as many as you want.
I know. I used to be a manager at Pizza Hut. I worked at Domino's.
Aww.
Rivals. Just kidding. Okay. One of my days to open was on Sunday mornings. Well, I was there by myself because my coworker called and said she was going to be late. Was that me that called? Because I'm always late.
Girl, when you looked like that, I thought you saw something. Carrie's got me freaked out with these stories, y'all.
She said, so I did my usual routine and finished my doings early. Well, since I had gone out the night before to the club.
To the club.
She didn't say that, but she did say she went to the club. Before, and she only got 3 hours of sleep, I decided to lay in one of the booths and take a power nap since I had like 2 hours before we opened.
Damn.
Y'all are probably going to think I'm crazy. Never. But while I was laying there, it was like I had a vision that something was walking all distorted like towards me to the back of the restaurant.
The fuck?
I don't think you crazy. I think you saw something. Mm-hmm. I sat up as fast as I could and looked, but there was nothing there. I know it sounds crazy. The way the store was laid out was when you walk to the back, you can go left, and that will lead you to the cook side, or you can go right, and that's the dish room. You walk further back, and that's where the freezers are. Well, one night, I was washing some dishes and was talking to my coworker, and I saw a big black shadow, and it had to be at least 7 feet tall. After I saw it, it darted back towards the freezer. Dumb idea, but we followed it, and it darted through the back door.
What?
We stood there trying to figure out what we just witnessed. Well, a couple of nights later, I was up front and my coworker was in the cooler getting stuff, and he got pushed and then the door slammed shut.
What?
He went to open the door and saw a black mass shoot again through the back door.
Oh, fuck.
Well, now we were like, what the fuck is going on? We decided after we closed one night to sit back and watch the camera feed of the inside of the restaurant. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Nope. Well, while we were watching, a bucket fell off the top shelf, and then not long after that, we saw something walk into view at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and then it vanished. Couldn't tell anything about it. It was more like a mist. We asked our store manager about it, and she said that there was someone that used to work there that had committed suicide a couple of years ago. It wasn't at the restaurant, so it didn't really help us figure out where it came from or why it was there. I thought y'all'd like this story, Danielle.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Like, oh gosh.
That, okay, the fact that he was pushed and the door shut in the freezer, that was always my biggest fear when I would go into the freezer at work. Like, that I would get stuck in there.
Yeah.
First of all, I would have to pee while I was in there. It's a given. It's always my first thought. I'm going to get locked in here. Where do I pee? But holy crap, he really did get pushed in there and the door slammed shut. I mean, he wasn't locked in there, but fuck. What was that?
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. And to see some movement
on the camera?
Yeah.
I know. I don't think that I could have watched the cameras because I wouldn't have wanted to go back after that.
Yeah. Oh, shit. We got an update.
Oh.
On the Tall Man by Wanima.
All right, Wanima, hit us.
She said, hello to my favorite podcasters.
Well, hello, Wanima.
Hello. Hello, my favorite podcasters. Hope you're both having a great week. So here's something a little crazy regarding the Tall Man. So after the whole throwing a book across the room insanity, I moved to Texas from South Dakota to help take care of my grandmother. Side note, I'm back in South Dakota. Fuck the hell out of the heat and the humidity. Girl, yes. She said, my fat ass wasn't made for that weather. Girl, no. Me either.
Mine either, and that's the only places I've ever lived, except for like the 4 months I was in Massachusetts.
Yeah, and it didn't even get as cold as you wanted it to get.
Mm-hmm. The heat followed me the fuck up there.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Fuck you, global warming.
What is funny though, we actually got snow here before you got snow
in fucking New England.
Yeah.
Fuck you, global warming.
Anywho, after moving down to Satan's ass crack, I told my aunt and no one else about the Tall Man, scaring the ever-living bejesus out of me. Fast forward to a couple of years later, my grandmother's health takes a turn for the worse. Oh. Gosh. She's in and out of consciousness, and during one of her awake moments, she starts mumbling. My aunt and I ask her to repeat herself, and she says, I shit you not, I'm talking to the Tall Man. Oh my fucking Lord, y'all. My aunt gives me the side eye, and she said, did you seriously bring that thing down here with you? Fortunately, that was all we heard from her about the Tall Man. On another note, crime-related, my great-aunt's ex-husband murdered his mail-order bride and buried her in their backyard.
What?
I wish I had more details, but since everyone that knows the story has since died, that's all I've got. His name is Burley Poff, P-O-F-F. Mm-hmm. I've got more crime-related stories, so I'll be sharing those with you soon.
Yes.
Keep it real and don't get scared. Love always, Wanima, a.k.a. Red.
Oh, my God.
Wanima is so fucking funny.
First of all, that fucking tall man followed her to Satan's asshole. What did she call it?
Ass crack.
Same thing.
Oh my God. I would have seriously pissed myself if I'm like, what did you say? What did you say? And she's like, I'm talking to the tall man. Like, oh, never mind.
You know her aunt, like, freaked her freak when she said that.
Oh my gosh. Like, my heart would have stopped. My heart stopped right then. Okay.
And we're just reading it.
I know. I don't know how y'all can live through these things.
Me neither. I just want to read them. I don't want to live them.
I know.
So y'all keep sending this shit in because y'all are good.
Yes. Y'all live it, we report it.
Right.
Also, we need to try to look up mail order bride killer.
Mm-hmm.
One, that was before 90 Day Fiancé, or they could have been on that show.
I don't know. TLC might have cut that one. She dead and all.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Y'all did not disappoint. You never do.
Y'all never do.
These stories are amazing. Keep them coming. Send us any true crime, any paranormal, anything that you've experienced, whether it's shadow people, sleep paralysis, literally whatever.
Yeah, just how Leela said. She had that gut feeling, and that helped save her life.
Exactly.
We want to hear more of those. Those are really good stories.
Yes. So keep sending them to us. Send them to our email, aparanormalchicks@gmail.com. Or you can go on our website, and at the bottom where it says contact us, you can send them through there. And our website's aparanormalchicks.com. And remember,
keep it real and don't get scared.